Class of 2020, today marks a moment I know you and your families have been anticipating for many years. And I realize you probably pictured it quite differently. I know many of us are quite heartbroken that your final months as students of Frankford could not be here at Frankford. And while at home, you've had a lot of heavy stuff to process. But this moment that we share tonight is just for you, and it will not be overshadowed. It is a time to celebrate you as a class, even in crisis. You see, not even a worldwide pandemic can take this from you. Today, we celebrate your milestone, 9 years of not only work and commitments, but friendships and experiences. We celebrate the fact that you will no longer be seen as children, but now as young adults. And with that comes great responsibility and lessons learned. Now, I could go on and give you a conventional graduation speech, but let's face it, this isn't your conventional graduation or situation. So I've decided to give you a top 10 list of some of the most valuable lessons I think we've all learned during quarantine. Number 10. Quarantine has truly showed us the negative impact that we, all of us, have on our planet. We need to learn from this and make changes today and every day for the sake of you and your children. There is no planet B. Number 9. Many of us have learned what our pets really do all day long. Our dogs couldn't be happier, but our cats are wondering each day, how much longer could this possibly go on? Because they are certain you must have someplace else to be. The lesson here, not everyone in your life is going to appreciate you the same way. Be okay with that. As long as you know who you are, you will attract the people who will value your presence. Lesson number 8, patience. Where other than in quarantine is patience both encouraged and discouraged all at the same time? We've learned that we now must wait for things that we can no longer do. Yet at the same time, we don't have to wait a single minute for the next episode of anything, since binge watching has become our new sport. In all seriousness, we do need to be patient with situations, with people, and most importantly, with ourselves. Number 7. We are learning the power of connection. I'm not talking about connectivity with clicks and swipes. In quarantine, it has become obvious that those are just not enough to build and nourish healthy relationships. We crave that in-person connection because of just how much it really matters in life. Number 6, trust your gut. Your gut will always tell you right from wrong. Of course, we all get a free pass for the judgment when our gut told us all to watch Tiger King. But that same gut tells you Carol Baskin totally did it. This is a good segue into lesson number 5, your mental health. Our mental health is just as important as our physical health. And these two should never be separate, since it's virtually impossible to take care of one without the other. So every day, pay careful attention to your health, not only mentally, but physically, because ultimately, your health is the most important thing that you have. Number 4, many of us have learned in quarantine that it's possible to lose hours of your life scrolling through TikTok and Snapchat and Instagram. Here's the lesson. You can be a spectator and scroll through everyone else's life, or you can be a doer. Just ask all the people trying out the Whoa, the Renegade, and the Mop. Please don't rewatch those moves for accuracy. I know you will. Lesson number 3. We learned we need to stop taking people for granted. We shouldn't have to be in a crisis to appreciate our hometown heroes. But it took a crisis for us to really see how important these essential workers really are. People work around the clock every single day to ensure comfort, health, and the safety of our community. So please make sure to continue to appreciate them long after crisis is gone. Number 2, it's okay to be scared. You're growing up in an era of instant information and misinformation. It's okay to be uncertain and not have all the answers. Believe me, I know. Fear of what the future holds is totally valid, not only in crisis, but in everyday life. There will be days where you feel like you're in a game of Jumanji that no one will just finish. Which brings us to the number 1 lesson. Charles Swindoll nailed it when he said life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. As you have watched the many people around you react to everything that has gone on in the last few months, I pray that you've learned that it will take much more than copious amounts of toilet paper to survive and thrive in this world. Class of 2020, you will be more than fine. With your experiences here at Frankfurt, as well as the historical experience you continue to live through and learn from, you will be able to handle whatever life throws at you. And we will all be here rooting for you. Thank you.